Hey everybody, Mike from TrekSta Footwear here today to talk to you about how we're revolutionizing the way a shoe should fit and feel on the trail. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about NestFit. Now if you haven't heard of NestFit, it is a truly innovative and unique approach to building shoes. Now NestFit comes from a truly basic concept of building shoes off the actual human foot. What I'm holding here is a traditional last. Now this is what shoes have been built off for the past 100+ years. Okay, different widths and volumes and little bits of changes here and there. But other than that, this is the commonly accepted manner to build a shoe. Now after years and years of building shoes and thinking, how could we do this better? TrekSta came up with the idea of, let's build something off a real foot. So what they did is they took over 20,000 computer scans of feet to create this map of a foot that we've dubbed NestFit. This is the NestFit Last. And as you can tell, it looks completely different than what I was holding prior. This actually looks like your foot. So you'll see it's quite a bit more contoured, quite a bit differently shaped. Now what does this mean when we get into the construction phase of the shoe? Well, right off the bat, what you'll notice when you look at a NestFit shoe like the Evolution I'm holding here, is its asymmetrical shape. Okay, now most shoes don't look this way. They're usually symmetrical with your high point towards the middle of the shoe here. Here you can see we've moved the high point off to the side where your big toe is, where your high point of your actual foot is. The same thing holds true when you look at the actual front profile of the shoe. You'll see that the high point here is as your big toe with everything sloping downward, just like your foot does. You'll see that lace system comes up on the inside of your forefoot where the high point of your foot is. Most shoes are off to the side, so they're coming straight up, hitting a high point and a low point. So what does that mean to you on the upper? Well, what that means is it's going to decrease any of the hot spots or the blister points that you would normally find in most shoes. So when you're going day in and day out, now the shoe is meant to actually contour on the upper of your foot. Now it doesn't end here. Now the real fun comes when you look into the insole and the innards of the shoe. And it all starts with the NestFit insole. It's a triple density EVA insole. You can see plenty of support for your main strike points and plenty of contouredness throughout your high arch. And we fill in that gap behind your toes where most don't. Why? Because your toes are constantly stretching day in and day out, and we wanted to give you something that you can kind of push off of to decrease the fatigue that your toes feel. Now all that same shaping goes through the midsole of the shoe as well. So as this breaks down over time, or you're constantly compressing that EVA on the insole, you're still going to get that same support no matter how long you're wearing the shoe. Believe it or not, that same shaping goes all the way through the bottom of the midsole and even into the outsole as well. Basically creating a 3-layer system that's going to absorb all the impacts and the abuses of the trail without affecting your feet and your joints. So overall, how does this benefit you? Well, it benefits you on a multitude of levels, and the first one is just the fit and the feel of it. When you slide into a NestFit shoe, your toes are able to splay out and your feet go into a neutral and natural position. Now, why is that a good thing? Well, the more neutral and natural you are, the better alignment you have. So your hips and your knees and your ankles all go into alignment, giving you more power and less fatigue at the end of the day, especially when you're out hiking or trail running or any type of outdoor activity like that where you're taking constant abuse. But like I said, the fit is where the difference is. So go grab a pair, try them on, feel what I'm talking about. You're gonna be impressed.